I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. There had been speculation for some time that Orange County Executive Ed Diana may have a health issue. Well, today confirmation came, and it came during a hastily called news conference at the county executive's office in Goshen.
I do have a condition that's called non-alcohol fatty liver disease. After consultation with my family, my physicians, this has led me to make a very critical decision regarding my health and the future of myself. This condition has caused a deterioration of my liver, and it makes it necessary for me to opt for a liver transplant. During my surgery and my recovery period, which is expected to last about approximately 10 to 12 weeks, we are fortunate to have an outstanding leadership team in our county that will be led by Deputy County Executive James O'Donnell, who will serve as acting county executive during my recovery period. In the meantime, I'm not going anywhere. This could take a long time to get the transplant itself. I'm going to be here working every day. I'm going to carry out my active lifestyle just like I do today and yesterday.
Diana and his personal physician, Dr. Edward Crone, a gastroenterologist at Crystal Run Healthcare, say the transplant surgery and recovery period is expected to last about 10 to 12 weeks. And Diana made it clear that he has no intention of stepping down and will push ahead with plans to seek re-election next year. Reporter Chris McKenna will have more, including reaction, here at Record Online and in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. Firemen from Middletown and vicinity battled a fire in a residence at number 31 Linden Avenue in the city earlier today. The smoky blaze appeared to have been centered in the attic or upper story corner of the building. The extent of damage to the residence was not immediately known, and there were no initial reports of any injuries. State police investigators are trying to determine what led to a serious one-car crash this morning along Interstate Route 84 in the town of Wallkill near the Route 17 East entrance ramp. Happened at around 9 a.m. with the car ending up on its side in a ditch with the driver trapped in the wreckage. The victim, who has had not been identified, had to be extricated from the badly damaged vehicle by members of the Mechanicstown Fire Department once the car roof was removed. The victim was then transported to the hospital for treatment of undisclosed injuries. The accident did not create any major traffic problems in that area. The long-delayed tunnel project in the town of Wallkill will finally move forward now that the state has agreed to sponsor and pay for the local share of construction of the road that would connect the Orange Plaza Mall to the Crystal Run Galleria. Under terms of the agreement, the state DOT will buy the land and build the road, with the town taking over the connector road when it's built. Wallkill Town Supervisor Dan Depew called the state's takeover of the project a huge win for Wallkill, though there is no specific timetable for completion at this point.
It's their dime, so it'll be on their time, which is fine with me. The savings to the town of Wallkill taxpayers is estimated anywhere between $1 million and $2 million, depending on where property acquisition could have ended up or where legal fees and things could have added up as far as the construction and design of the project. So this is a big savings to the town. Everybody says, when's it going to get open? You better make sure it's done right than that it's done quick. And the cost now to the town is not the issue. I want to make sure it's done right. I believe the state's going to do that. I have full commitment and belief in DOT to make sure that's done right. And I do believe in their word that they're going to move it as fast as they can following the federal process.
Federal government is paying for 80% of the project, with the state now to foot the bill for the remainder of the cost. State officials have wanted the project to go forward because when it's done, it'll ease traffic congestion on State Route 211. A proposal to create a joint Otisville-Mount Hope Fire District has stalled for now. About 60 people came to a meeting last night to hear about potential pros and cons of forming a district. Village of Otisville currently bills Mount Hope for the Otisville Department to cover its fire district, with Mount Hope residents paying about 80% of the district's operating budget. The Otisville Fire Department covers most of Mount Hope and all of Otisville. Otisville officials did not take an active role in last night's meeting, with Mayor Brian Wona saying he didn't like the tactics being used in the discussions. Former Otisville Chief Lou Dodd says a decision on a joint district needs to be made, and that residents should ultimately decide by means of a voter referendum. Prompted by resident complaints about frequent drug dealing incidents in the Broadway Cedar Street section of the city of Kingston, the police department's Special Investigations Unit set up surveillance at that scene, which ultimately led to the arrest of an Ellenville man who was holding what they say was a sizable amount of cocaine. 38-year-old Luis Martinez was sent to Ulster County Jail after being charged with felony drug possession as well as aggravated unlicensed operation of a motor vehicle. Bail was set at $20,000. And back on Monday, we paid a visit to Stewart's shop in the town of Wallkill, where tickets were being sold for tonight's multi-state Powerball lottery drawing. At the time, the jackpot was $425 million. It has since grown to a $550 million top prize, with hordes of ticket buyers dreaming of riches despite the incredibly long odds. Tonight's drawing is at 10:59 p.m. And if it turns out you and everyone else didn't buy a winning ticket, an even larger jackpot for the next drawing will have all you players dreaming even bigger. The odds are much better that we will see plenty of sunshine in the next couple of days. Unfortunately, it won't warm things up much. Thursday will be mostly sunny and cool with the highs up around 40 degrees. More of the same on Friday. Sunny and brisk, with temperatures again expected to hit the 40-degree mark. Record Online is the place to find news when it breaks and get caught up on all that is happening by reading tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.